everybody, Martin here, back with some more Legacy action. So, last time I played a version of Death and Taxes, dubbed Arbiter Taxes, relying on the search tax effects of Leonin and Arbiter primarily, but also Aven Mind Sensor. So today I thought I'd play a more traditional Death and Taxes list. I have allowed myself inspiration from Thomas Enevoldsen's list, the last one that I saw him play, and I've made a few tweaks to better fit my own sort of style of play. Oops, let's see, we have an opponent. Let's just join that match, but I'll just quickly run through the deck. Trying out the Recruiter of the Guard here. In testing, it's been really strong. Got a Singleton a Sanctum Prelate as a bullet to find with the recruiters. Singleton, Mirran Crusader, and Mangara. I really like that. I'm up to 4 Mother Runes. I've been sort of toying with the notion of going down to 3 just because of Eldrazi, but yeah, I'm not too sure. Another bullet creature here is Spirit of the Labyrinth. Other than that, it's fairly stock. We could be running Flagstones, Trocare over one of the planes. I guess I might actually like to try that out. The sideboard here, we've got our anti-miracle stuff here, or anti-go-long decks. Gideon's, Cataclysm, Armageddon. Got the anti-graveyard package, the Fairy Macabres, just to battle the Chancellor of the Annex Reanimator deck. Got another Prelate here, because there are matchups where it's just super strong, so we might want to go up to 2. And yeah, let's, I think the rest is somewhat self-explanatory, but it's always sort of a toss-up, I think, of what to put in the sideboard. But let's jump into the round 1 here. We've won the dice roll, so let's choose to be on the play. Yeah, this is a great hand. Let's go ahead and keep that. Now, I'm going to lead on Karakas, because if they have Wasteland, then we have the second Karakas. Although, actually, maybe I should just lead on the plains to be able to port on turn 2 if we get to resolve the Aether Vial. And we do, so Tropical Island Go, so that could be any number of things. But I think I'm gonna port them here and then go for the Thalia on turn 2. Sorry, on when the vial takes up. Pretty high likelihood that they have Brainstorm here. No, okay. Crop rotation. Interesting. So maybe it is 12 post or it's Infect. Would be my guess. Oh. Okay. They want to get a fetch land in the yard, so maybe it's Tropical Island and Taiga. Maybe it's like a rug lands deck. And they are loaming. Okay, sure. Well, let's take this up. And I guess we play out our Karakas here. And I think we just Violent Thalia. No need to get cute here. The backup Karakas now is actually pretty relevant, as we might need it to combat the Marid Lage. So wait, what they loamed up Trop and the fetch land, so they'll have green mana. So maybe let's port the... No, they'll need to tap both to crop rotate anyway, so let's tap this, the Taiga. So what would be really sweet here is if we could draw like into a land. Or a Revoker for the Mox Diamond, I guess. And the land, I mean, draw into like a fetch land or a wasteland. Rashad Port or a wasteland, sorry, I'm rambling here. Now, the wasteland on our port is somewhat of a problem for us. Let's keep this at 2 to get down Stoneforge, I guess. Ooh, Revoker is sweet. But they still get to loam up. They get to play like the fetch land they have and loam up the wasteland. So that's not so good, but Revoker sets them back a bit. So I think what we're going to do is actually cast Stoneforge Mystic. Let's search up, I think we search up Sword of Fire and Ice. I don't think it's a major... The Sword of Fire and Ice here protects against Punishing Fire, which is nice, but I'm not sure that's going to come up. And let's play out the Factory and Violin the Revoker. And name Mark's Diamond. So next turn, I think if we're able to, we're gonna Violin Sword of Fire and Ice and equip it to Thalia. Well, we'll see. They'll be able to loam this turn, but then not play another land, so they'll be tapped out. Then they'll be able to wasteland us next turn. It means losing our Karakas if we want to do the Violin and equip, which is annoying because that leaves us with only one Karakas. But we have to plow, but if we end up plowing them, yeah, it's not looking too hot. Okay, so let's take this up to 3. Banisher Priest is nice. Banisher Priest is excellent. We'll just keep this file at 3 and we'll be able to get through a Merit Lodge. This is really strong for us now, this position, unless they get to like Tabernacle, in which case we're still sort of okay. But yeah. Let's do this, put down this, play this, keep this, and equip. I think we want to keep... Who are we most worried about losing? The Thalia or the Revoker? I think we want to keep the Thalia. We have Karakas to protect her, but I think this is probably stronger. Okay, so let's swing in there, deal 6, deal another 2. It's a 2-turn clock. Draw another Revoker, which is fine. Pass. So like Glacial Chasm here would be really annoying. They choose not to dredge. Play out the Wasteland. What's their aim here? I guess if they have crop rotation for Glacial Chasm, that's a problem. Okay, that's really strong. That is like going to wipe our board of creatures, but we can still play out the second Revoker. Or we can even just Violent Banisher Priest and equip the sword. That might be too sort of... That leaves us with no protection, but it means that we'll get to grind them down to 2. So I think I might actually like that. It's a gamble for sure. But I think we're gonna do it. We still have like stuff to protect ourselves against the Merit Lage if they were to. They're still not sort of. They might have Dark Depths in hand, and then we're not looking too hot. So that was our ace in the hole for Merit Lage, and now we don't have it anymore. But Flicker Wisp will still like be awesome. Ooh, Mangara's nice. So I guess we go like this. We draw land, which is great, which means we get to play the Revoker on Mox Diamond, which is probably, well, hopefully it will do enough to slow them down. This Mangara should seal the deal, I think. Yeah, we can remove the Mace with the Mangara. If you hear growling in the background, it is my dog that for some reason is quite wary of someone on the flight of stairs outside our door. Oh, Flicker Wisp, great. So, like, they can copy Maze, but then the stage is tapped. So I guess I don't really. Maybe we don't even need to use the Mangara yet. We can just activate the factory, and they're at 2. So unless I'm missing something, they might crop rotate for Glacial Chasm, but then we can Flicker Wisp or Mangara it out. So let's do this. Let's just attack with the gang minus Mangara. Okay, so Wasteland on the factory, sure. Untap him. And they have an answer for... Looks like they are crop rotating. For what? For another maze. So, I mean... So the thing is, like, if we activate Mangara here, they can still maze. Which is fine. So I think what I'm going to do is... what I'm going to do is I'm going to... On their upkeep... I think... I'm gonna Mangara on the tropical island and bounce Mangara just to cut them off green because the Mox Diamond is switched off by the Revoker, and then we can Vile back Mangara. That's probably silly because they will have more like ways to get green mana. There's a Ghost Quarter, okay. So they can Ghost Quarter themselves to get to mana. Let's put in old Mangara. Okay. It is pretty much a hard lock when we have that stuff going on. Alright, so let's see here. We want to bring in the Rest in Peace for sure. I'm not sure about the Fairy Macabres, to be honest. They seem a little bit lackluster. It's nice to nab a Life from the Loam, though, so maybe. Yeah, actually, that seems pretty good. We want Disenchant for something like Molten Vortex or Exploration or whatever. Possibly we want the Council's Judgment. Possibly like Armageddon and Cataclysm. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about these cards. There's a lot of stuff to bring in. Like sideboarding in 10 cards seem pretty wrong. So let's see here. I don't really like the Spirit of the Labyrinth all that much, but that might be wrong with me. Mirran Crusader seems weak when they likely have Punishing Fire. Sanctum Prelate seems really good, so let's bring in number 2 of those. The Jite seems kind of poor. Ditto on the Batterskull. Might be relevant though in a situation where we're like racing merit lodges and plowing and stuff. But let's cut a couple of stone forges on that account. Let's maybe cut one of the Gideons. Like going on it for a grind plan when they are a combo deck might seem a bit loosey-goosey with the Gideons. I'm not sure. Although I suppose the plan is to stop them for the game 2 here, we're on the draw. We keep this. It's a little bit iffy if they have an answer either for Aether Vial or if they just like are able to just destroy us with because of the land. Our land base here is really soft. But this oh, they're mulliganing to 6. Okay, great. This promises a lot with the Rest in Peace and the creatures we have in our hand. So let's lead on the Wasteland. Just because I want the white mana in case Wasteland gets, like, in case they have a turn 1 Wasteland. If they don't, so what we're going to do is... I'm not really sure. Do we go Rest in Peace here? I mean, they might just have the old Krosan Grip and grab another land and grip it. But I still think we do it because we risk not being able to do it later on if they have access to like wastelands themselves. Good thing is if they need to deal with Rest in Peace here, we can sneak in Mother of Runes, have her be unsummoning sick, and then protect Thalia. But Mother of Runes will likely bite a Punishing Fire here, which I don't really mind that much. We will Wasteland the Grove after putting Thalia into play so they can't crop rotate. And then we will have Vial on 2 with Karakas to protect Thalia. Let's do like this and pass the turn. Okay, so there's a stage. Let's leave this at 2 to get down Revoker if we need to. Ooh, Flicker Wisp is nice. Makes me kind of want to bring it up to 3. So what do they have here? Crop rotation? No. Oh, they copy Karakas. That's annoying. But nothing we can really do about that, so they get to bounce our Thalia. It kind of makes me want to not put it on 2. Well, there's the combo. Oh, put it on 3, I mean. So I guess we put in Revoker here. Good thing is we have a lot of answers for the Merit Lage. So wait, do we go Mox Diamond here, or do we go like Molten Vortex? I think if they resolve Molten Vortex, we are in a lot of trouble. So let's go with that, actually. I'm not sure they have it, but as it is, there are no Mox Diamonds, and I think that's just a safer bet. So yeah, I think we need to put this on 3 to have the Flicker Wisp plan. And that's good. Now we can play Thalia again if they bounce her. Playing Thalia means we don't have like access to plow or anything. But and Karakas also is down. But because we have the Flicker Wisp, I'm not too worried about doing it. Tabernacle is somewhat of a pain. But let's see. Let's say always no to Aether Vial. Let's pay for the Revoker. And pay for the Thalia, even though she's just going to get bounced, which is a little bit annoying. Well, lands are good when we're under a Tabernacle. So get in for 2. Sure, bounce Thalia. So the good thing about being under a all of this right now is that as long as the Rest in Peace is in play, everything we every land we put in their graveyard is out for good. Okay, so let's pay for the lowly revoker. He's getting in for 2 a turn, or it is. Disenchant, not really doing a lot right now. So I guess make a copy, but right into our Karakas, that doesn't make a lot of sense. They need to get rid of our Karakas in order to really contend with making a Merit Lage. Pay, sure. Mother of Runes. Yeah, we'll play out the Mother of Runes in a moment. It's not really, I guess, doing that much. It'll protect if they ever like draw into what's it called? A Punishing Fire. There's a Grove. Doesn't matter with the Rest in Peace though. Let's pay for both of these. Wow, we have a lot of answers for Merit Lage. Well, so I guess they need to draw like Engineered Explosives would be good. Not sure what they choose to blow up. Probably 1, but it might be 2 to get rid of that Rest in Peace. Or like a Corrosive Grip to get rid of the Rest in Peace. Guess we can start discarding these Thalias. Glacial Chasm. Okay, well that's somewhat of an issue, but wait, how does it work? They have to pay life to keep it? But they can copy it with a... Okay, well we need to draw like a Wasteland. Now, because that Glacial Chasm is a little bit annoying. Stoneforge Mystic doesn't really do anything here. This says creatures can't attack them. No, it just says that damage is prevented, but yeah, it's a little bit of the same difference here. Let's dump the second Thalia. Maybe we should be dumping some of these Swords to Plowshares, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, Wasteland, sure. So the thing is, like, we can't even really Flicker Wisp profitably here, because if we flicker out the Glacial Chasm in response, he'll copy it with the Thespian Stage. And while that does, like, they'll have to sacrifice another land, I'm not really too psyched on where that leaves us. Horizon Canopy is decent for us. It will get us to cycle. Like to draw a card. If I'm them, I'm probably wastelanding the Canopy now. Yeah. The Karakas. Yeah. Well, let's draw a card. We'll have to discard one, but I don't mind terribly. Wow. Okay. 4 Swords to Plowshares. Probably we discard one of them. Okay, so they are making their move here, which is fine. They're playing around us having the Flicker Wisp. Now they don't have the Thespian Stage, which is great, because they can't copy it. So we're gonna put this in now, just to not have to discard a card, not give them another draw step. Ghost Quarter? Sure. But we don't have more than 2 basic planes? Oh man, that's brutal. Sure. Okay, they all die. Now I feel kind of silly for discarding all those Thalias. But, let's play this. And I'm pretty sure I boarded out both the other equipment, so let's not find anything. Let's play a Wasteland and pass. So I could either Wasteland the Tabernacle just to be rid of it, because it's really annoying. But now that they have the Dark Depths... And the thing is, if we go to Wasteland the Dark Depths, and they happen to just have crop rotation in hand, they don't win on the spot, because we'll plowshare it, but that'll bring them up to 23 and buy them infinite more time. But what's more likely, they can just Ghost Quarter our Wasteland preemptively. So I think we want to use the Wasteland this turn. Do we want to use it on their Tabernacle or on their Dark Depths? They only have 2 more Dark Depths after this. Actually, let's do it on their end step. Let's Wasteland their Dark Depths. Okay, they didn't have a crop rotation. Yeah, so unless we draw land, we won't be able to violin the Sword of Fire and Ice. Oh, we do get a land. Yeah, I guess we just pass. Do it end of turn. They might have drawn into more Punishing Fires though, which would be annoying, but can't be stopped. Three mana. What's this? Engineered explosives for 3. Okay, we'll disenchant that, which is a little bit annoying, but set us back a turn. We could have attacked with the Stoneforge, and they would be a 2. So let's pay for the Stoneforge yet again. Another planes. I guess we just cast it and attack for 1. And hope they don't have like another answer for either. Okay, sure. Want to get a basic out. Ghost Quartering themselves. Thin out maybe? I guess. This is a really pretty awkward hand. Quad Plowshares. But I guess it's good because if they don't have a secondary win condition, like they only have 2 more Dark Depths. So we can plow them twice. Okay. Intuition with Rest in Peace on the board is interesting. You guys get triple Krosan Grip? Not sure. Oh, okay. Now that makes a lot of sense. If we didn't have Rashadenport. Oh, Orguru Wasteland, I guess. Great. Okay, so we got there. Strong start. I'm not sure which lands deck I would prefer to play against the most. This is nice that they have the engineered explosives things for them, I mean. But maybe the other one is just a bit more focused on the combo and on like punishing fire. I'm not sure. I've never really played lands, but thanks a lot for watching. I'll be back with round number 2 of this Legacy League. Bye bye.